the need for driving change in the way we run the human resources and payroll functions, the need to reinvent. Now, a few, sort of basic stats. 7 out of 10 HR execs believe that HR function needs to reinvent itself and transform. 4 out of 5 CEOs agree that HR function needs to reinvent and transform. So what does this tell us? This, I think, highlights the organization's commitments and the awareness that there is change that needs to be driven in order to enable our employees to work better. So what is it that organizations need to do? So organizations actually need to transform in a sort of a step-by-step manner. Today, if you look at it, a lot of organizations have invested into certain tools, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or a couple of years ago, but they are looking at a sort of a status quo where standardized systems are largely everywhere. They have certain interface layers. They have HR working on standard processes, etc. But that has been the old HR or the old way of working. The next level of evolution for most of these organizations, and it is going to be a journey, so it's certainly not going to be a flip of a switch, which is to actually start applying automation, start applying tools like chatbots to answer employee queries, start applying mechanisms like language processing to get employee feedback and understand their sentiments. Look at how we can provide sort of on-demand services to our clients and our employees in the same way. Employees need to be engaged today even more than ever before because they are not able to get together in the same room. In most organizations, they are struggling to have people interact with each other. So how do we create some of those ecosystems that enable employee collaboration, that enable HR and employee collaboration, payroll and employee collaboration, so that it becomes easy for them to get answers, for them to find support where they need. And the last part, which is the most important, is how do we infuse artificial intelligence and machine learning in some of the normal HR practices and HR work that organizations have to do on a day in, day out basis? What kind of tools and technologies can be used here? Now, there is absolutely no dearth of automation tools out there. There's absolutely no dearth of advanced HR tools out there. But most organizations struggle to operationalize these things. And hence, there is a need to leverage some sort of a, as a service partner who can help implement these things. Now, most organizations have small, teams focused on digital transformations, small teams focused on certain automations, etc. But in my, experience and the larger KPMG's surveys, we've realized that it's certainly not enough, especially when the need to accelerate is now. It's greater than ever. Leveraging a partner that can deliver these for you as a service actually helps reduce your functional costs from get-go. So you don't need to invest more into resources, but in engaging a partner who will deliver this for you. It will improve employee experience because the partner will bring in a combination of the right technology, the right skills, and the right processes that need to be enabled in your organization. It will also reduce manual errors and democratize data, open up the data, because a large part of data today in organization resides in manual papers, printouts, in forms, etc., etc. So how do we really, kind of use the latest and greatest in technologies to get this information, analyze this information, and employ it back to improve the lives and the experience of our employees? Last but not the least, I'd like to, talk about some of the, tools that we have been leveraging to support, our employees, especially on the collaboration side. Where do the employees need support? How are they feeling? We've looked at, payroll automation. We leverage, a lot of our partners to deliver payroll automation for our clients as well. The summary being that today, HR plays an important role in allowing organizations to survive for future, to be ready for future. The organizations and the HR and the functions as we know it, historically, as we have known them, I think they have kind of become redundant to a certain extent. What we need to do is to become more digital, more aware, and leverage the ecosystem that exists or the ecosystem that our partners can bring in to drive the future of work.